Hello guys, welcome to my channel How to Learn. In this video, I want to explain about flyweight design pattern. Okay, it comes under structural design pattern and it primarily used to reduce the number of objects created and to decrease memory footprint and increase performance. It tries to reuse already existing similar kind objects by storing them and create new objects when no matching object is found. Okay, guys, please remember this statement carefully because a whole implementation of flyweight design pattern depends on this statement only. Okay, I was repeating this statement again. Okay, flyweight design pattern tries to reuse already existing similar kind of objects by storing them and it creates new object when no object is found, like no matching object is found. Okay, now I will explain you example like how my implementation will be done. Okay, I will give you some demo idea about that and I will start implementation. Let's assume like I have created a Java application and what it will do means it will generate three circles, guys. One circle with color red and green and one with the orange color. Okay, let's assume like I want to create a number of circles with these three different colors. What will be happening normally if I want to create a separate object for the each circle with each color? Okay, then there will be number of objects will be created in my memory and which will lead to some performance issues and all. Okay, and so much of memory will be wasted. Now I will resolve this issue by creating this flyweight design pattern. Okay, let's go to implementation, guys. There I will show you how I will deal with this issue. Okay, first of all I am going to a project like my Spring Tool Suite. Guys, I have already created a project and now I want to create some interface, guys. My interface name is shape. Okay, now here in my interface I want to create an abstract method. Okay, my abstract method is draw. Okay, and let's create an abstract method, public void draw. It's done and I want to create a class circle. Okay, I want to create some variables here, private int x, private int y, int y, and private string color and private int radius. Okay, guys, and let's copy it and paste it here. It's look good. Okay, now what I want to do means I want to generate a constructor. Constructor using fields and I want to select all this and I want to generate a constructor with a color as my parameter. Okay, now let's create some setter getters for these variables, guys. Okay, I want to create setter getters except for color. Okay, now I have generated the setter getters. Okay, now what I want to do means here I want to implement my class with shape interface. What will be happen? I want to implement this draw method. Okay, it's done. Here I want to print some data, some toString type of data, guys. I have already created it and I have put that in my notepad. Okay, this will be generated when we are generating the toString. Okay, guys, and now let's create another class which is shape factory. Now whole our flyweight design pattern implementation will be done here, guys. Please observe carefully what is happening here. Okay, guys, and first of all let's create a map, static final map, circle map equal to new hash map. First of all let's import this and now I want to create a method. Okay, public static shape is my return type. Okay, get shape. Here my input parameter is color, guys. Okay, guys, and now I'll start implementing the logic. Okay, first I will create a reference for my circle. Here what I will do means first of all I will try to check whether instance related to this particular color is there in my map or not. Okay, Like that I will check. Let's write a if condition here. If circle not equal to null, I want to return this object, guys. Okay. Else I want to write else condition here now. Let's assume like circle is not there in this map. So what I want to do? I want to insert this circle object here. Okay. Wait, I will show you. Circle equal to new circle of input color. Okay. And here I have color as key and this circle reference as object like value. Okay. Sorry, I have a spell mistake here. Yeah. Now what I want to do here, I want to just return my circle instance. Okay. Yep. Now let's test our application, guys. Okay. Now I will show you how this flyweight design pattern work. Yeah. And I want to copy some code from here, guys. I have created some code before because if I was typing all this stuff, lot of time will be wasted. Okay, and let's copy this generator methods. I will explain you guys why I was using these methods and all. Okay, don't worry about it. And now what I want to do means I want to create a for loop here. I less than 20 or I want to take a 30. Okay, and what I want to do means I want to create circle of color some random color, means I want to get some random color, guys. Okay, but how I want to create it means I want to get it from my shape factory class. Okay, shape factory dot get shape of get random color. Okay, what I will be doing means, yep, whenever I creating this a circle with some X color like red or green, first I will check my shape factory class which contains a map whether like I have a particular object in that or not. Okay, if not there, I will create a one instance there and I will return that here. Okay, yep. Now what I want to do means I want to set some radius and all. Okay, I was generating some random random x value and random y value, guys. That is the reason I was using this random classes. Okay, like random methods. Okay, and I want to set some radius here as some, I want to set some demo radius. Okay, guys, now what I want to do means I want to call this draw method. If you observe here, yep, sorry, let's remove the system.out.println as we already have that draw method like system.out.println in draw method. Okay, if you have, guys, now I will set some debug points here. Okay, please observe carefully. Now I will run this application debug mode because running this application in debug mode will help you more to understand how this flyweight design pattern works. Okay, now let's step over. Okay, if you observe the color generated is red. Okay, as it's the first iteration, the circle map will be empty. Okay, now it will go to the else condition. We are inserting a key and value here. And now it will set some x value, y value, radius. Now it will pin some data. Okay, now it is the second iteration. If you observe, the color generated here is green. As we don't have any value with the green key, it will again create some instance for the circle and it will insert the data into circle map. It will again return the x circle and it will again set the x value, y value and the radius. Okay, now it is the third iteration, guys. Okay, the color generated is red, means in the circle map you already have an instance with key value red, guys. Okay, with the key red we have an instance. Now what will be happening, we are reusing the instance without creating an object for the color red. We are For circle object with the color red, we are reusing the instance. So what will be happening, as we are not creating a new object, just we are reusing the instance, lot of memory will be saved and lot of performance will be occurred by this move, guys. Okay, so it is the flyweight design pattern. Okay, we will not create new instances, we will will reuse the instances by creating some interfaces like circle, map and all. Okay, I can say like it is a mediator. Okay, let's consider the get shape method as a mediator. Hope you guys understood now. Okay, what we'll be doing, what we are doing, we are just creating a mediator and we are setting some objects. When we are trying to create an object, we will be setting that into that mediator, and when we are trying to create some other objects with the same criteria, we are using that from the mediator. Means that's how the flyweight design pattern works, guys. I think so now you guys understood how the flyweight design pattern works. If you have any queries, please comment it in comment section. Okay.